They didn't act like tonight was some big, huge game with Mississippi State. They won down there last year and just looked like a regular midweek game for them.
Well, we got some veteran presence in the lineup now and in the dugout, and I think that's a big key that you overlook sometimes is the contributions and the way guys pick each other up in the dugout and talk about at bats. And our seniors Tucker and Kane and Jake Little have done a great job bringing Brandon Montgomery along mentally and talking. And sometimes it resonates more coming from them. Going, hey, slow down. You're starting to see Brandon now not be a freshman anymore, and halfway point of the season, a guy that's played every day comes up big for us tonight. Not only offensively but defensively.
Well, he looks more like a junior out there at second base.
Yeah, and I think the difference tonight was they didn't make a couple plays early, and the hard hit balls, but plays that can be made in college baseball. We made the plays tonight. With the exception of we kind of pitched around the error that Jake made, turned a big double play. Key moments. Actually turned 2 doubles.
You got the one in the 7th, which was really big. You may have had one early, but now the 7th inning was a big double play.
Yeah, and then we elected to stay with Blake to pitch to Ray, and we had Craig hot, and Craig, did a lot of, did some work last night, and so we stayed with the fresh arm there. The matchup wasn't great. The cushion was 3 runs, and if we can just keep it in the park, we know we had Nolan, and that was the first time Nolan's pitched in the situation that wasn't a save. And I don't know if mentally it was different for him, but he wasn't quite as sharp. But it's the comfort feeling of having him on the mound, strike thrower late, and gave our team a lift too.
Right now, 1 through 9, you don't really have any holes in the lineup, and I think that's one thing that's contributed this year. When you play a good defensive team, Mississippi State's a really good defensive team numbers-wise. Houston was too. A lot of these teams, and it just seems like we play them, and all of a sudden they've got 2, 3, 4 errors in a ball game because your guys continually press the defense.
Yeah, we find ways to pressure you. Their starter tonight was phenomenal at holding the running game, so we couldn't get out and execute that. We tried to hit and run a couple times, but then it just came down to trying to sit on pitches, and we have some guys learning a little bit about doing that. Kane and Tucker are advanced at doing that, and they're bringing Chris along. Chris had the ability to sit on a couple pitches and get some big swings off, but can't be more happy for the club the way they're just approaching things. Win or lose, I said keep approaching things like you are, and good things will happen.
All right, Coach. Cincinnati this weekend, they've kind of struggled overall, but I was looking at their stuff today. 19 of their 29 games have been away from Cincinnati. They're 0-15 on the road, 1-3 in neutral games. That means they're 7-3 at Marchot Stadium. 70% win clip at home this year, including 2 out of 3 against then top 10 UCF.
Yeah, they had a tough haul early, with weather and everything that they battled. And now they're back home, and temperatures aren't going to be a factor at all. It's going to be, it's going to be a war. And we lost 2 out of 3 up there last year, and we'll talk to the club about that. But again, approaching it one day at a time. I'm thankful now we're going back to Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Gives Blake and our relievers 2 days off now, and gives Craig another day so we can go in with a loaded bullpen ready for Friday night. And Caleb gets back on his normal routine. So I expect our starters to be back at full strength for this, and that'll be huge.
All right, Coach, we'll let you go. Congratulations. See you in Cincinnati.
Thanks, Jeff.
Head Coach Darren Sherlock on the post-game show.